Hello. Welcome to the training on emergency medical and evacuation for the corporate office. Click the Begin button to start the course. From the options below, pick your corporate office location. Then click the Next button. In the case of an emergency, it is important to know the plans in place to keep you and your coworkers safe. In this course, we will discuss Medical Emergency Response Plan. What is a medical emergency? Where is first aid located? How do you handle a medical emergency? And information to give during a 911 call. We will also discuss Emergency Evacuation Plan. Why do we have an evacuation plan? What are life safety systems and where are they located? What are the evacuation basics and your responsibilities during an evacuation? Ready, let's get started. During the case of an emergency, it is important for you to know what to do in order to keep you and your coworkers safe. These plans could save your life. Plans for your specific office location can be found on the marketplace or a brand page. The site-specific plans can also be accessed by opening the Resources tab in the upper right-hand corner of this screen. Let's take a moment and discuss what we mean by medical emergency. A medical emergency is a serious illness or injury that poses an immediate risk to a person's life or long-term health. This may include difficulty breathing, loss of consciousness or seizure, fainting, chest pain or pressure, falls resulting in pain or numbness, uncontrolled bleeding, sudden severe pain, pregnancy, labor, or any other major severe injuries, such as a broken bone. When you or coworker is experiencing a medical emergency, first aid kits are located throughout your building. In addition to first aid kits, automated external defibrillators, AEDs, are located throughout the building. AEDs are identified by signage above the AED unit. An AED is used to help someone who is experiencing a heart attack. If you see someone experiencing a medical emergency at the office, remain calm and dial 911. Provide your name and number to the operator. Give the operator the address of the emergency and any details including floor number or department name. Provide any details regarding the nature of the emergency. Remain with the patient, let them know help is on the way and try to keep them calm. Emergency responders will evaluate the patient or situation, safeguard the immediate area, and manage internal communications. The evacuation plan for our offices are in place to protect you, your coworkers, and guests. This program, when properly followed, provides a safe and efficient evacuation in response to fire and other emergencies. Evacuation diagrams have been created to guide you to designated exit routes, stairways, and outside evacuation assembly areas. These diagrams are available on Marketplace and brand page. Take the time to learn your primary emergency exit and alternate exits in the event your primary is blocked. Which exits to use from conference rooms, restrooms, and cafeteria. Become familiar where fire alarm pull stations and fire extinguishers are located. You are also responsible for notifying your supervisor if you require special assistance during an evacuation. If you or any guests on site, make sure to keep close contact with them during an evacuation. All corporate offices include members of the emergency response team. These associates are dedicated volunteers who take on additional roles and responsibilities during emergency situations. This team's primary responsibilities are to assist with swift and safe evacuations, manage and organize assembly once everyone is outside of the building, liaison with public safety officials, escort emergency vehicles and first responders to the emergency. Floor coordinators are part of the emergency response team, and their responsibilities are to complete a physical inspection of all floors and buildings to ensure all associates evacuated. Get everyone outside by directing them to the nearest exits or the least congested exits. Assist associates with physical impairments or disabilities during an evacuation, and assemble everyone in the evacuation assembly areas and clear entries for emergency vehicles. So what do you do during the event of an emergency? At the sound of an alarm, stop working. Remain calm and proceed quickly to the nearest stairway or exit. Do not use elevators or return to your workstation for personal belongings. If you are the last person out of the room, close the door behind you, but don't lock it. Exit the building and proceed to your designated evacuation assembly area. Treat every alarm as if it's a real emergency. Emergency response team members will wear vests of distinct colors for easy identification if you need their assistance during an evacuation. Each corporate office is equipped with life safety systems which include fire and smoke detectors, alarms that are audible and visual, alarm sounds and flashing lights, fire suppression and sprinkler system. These devices are connected to a fire alarm control panel and accurately identify various types of dangers before they escalate. If you're the first person to find a fire, you should do the following. Immediately, call 911, provide the following information: location of fire, size of fire and description of what's burning. Activate the alarm using the nearest fire alarm pull station. Fire alarm pull stations are typically located near the emergency exit doors. You also need to alert everyone in the immediate area, and then proceed to the nearest exit and evacuate the building. In case of a fire, activate the nearest fire alarm by pulling the handle down on the fire pull station. Then promptly evacuate the facility. Fire pull stations are typically located near the emergency exit doors, and fire extinguishers are available throughout the facility. Fire extinguishers should only be used to assist in evacuation, if needed. If needed, follow the pass technique. P. Pull the pin and stand back about 8 feet. A. Aim at the base of the fire. S. Squeeze the lever. S. Sweep the area using a side-to-side motion. In the event of severe weather sighting or forecasting, such as tornado, you should remain inside the building and follow these actions. Remain calm while quickly proceeding to the innermost part of the building or a stairwell. Move away from windowed areas and glass doorways. Do not use elevators. Remain calm and in your secure area until an all-clear announcement has been issued. Consider colleagues with physical impairments, disabilities or walking aids, for example crutches, knee scooter, etc., as they may require extra time or help taking shelter in the stairwell. In the event of an earthquake, there are important safety measures you should follow during and after an earthquake. Drop down and take cover under a desk or table. Stay where you are until the shaking stops. Do not exit the building or leave the floor you're on as stairways might be damaged. Do not use elevators, there could be power loss or structure damage leaving you trapped. Stay away from glass, windows, external doors and exterior walls, and be alert to things that could fall from overhead. Emergency response team members will assist with this process. Responders can be identified in vests of distinct colors. Additionally, team rosters, which identify the responders assigned to your floor, are posted on throughout the building. 3 additional, critical, things to keep in mind during an emergency. First, numerous emergency vehicles may possibly respond, so it's extremely important to remain clear of all vehicle entry points, and second, please do not call security requesting information about the incident. The first few minutes of an emergency are the most critical, and the lines of communication need to be kept open. Third, once first responders have determined the building is safe for associates to return, an announcement will be made by facilities and/or security that it is safe for associates to enter the building. Detailed information regarding evacuation and emergency plans for your specific locations is located on internal intranet's marketplace or a brand page. Whether it's a medical, fire, severe weather or some other type of emergency, it is absolutely critical you know what to do in the event one of these situations occurs. Emergency medical and evacuation plans are in place to keep you safe. It's important to follow these plans exactly, because in the event of a real emergency, they could save your life. Thank you for completing this course. You may now close this window by clicking the exit button.